Hello, welcome to your weekly astrological overview. I am your host, 𝚃𝚑𝚎𝚎 and Madam President of the 𝚃𝚑𝚎𝚗, Natalie, spelled N-A-T-A-L-E-E. I'm calling this week Living Divinity, and we're going to get into it. But first, I want to update you and let you guys know that I'm going to be having an upcoming masterclass series. It's going to be an entire package of everything that you need to master these certain techniques, education, and instruction in manifestation, timeline shifting, and much more. So make sure that you are following on either TikTok or subscribed here on YouTube for all of the updates. I have so much accumulated knowledge and materials, and it finally occurred to me on my Venus 𝚑𝚕𝚗 on Saturday how to complete it and package it and help everyone start from the very beginning, and how I can really share all of my most magical secrets from the ground up. This is a very Virgoan lunar eclipse wormhole organizational energy, and I'm so very excited for this. It will be included for what my 𝚃𝚑𝚎𝚗 members on Patreon have already pledged, are already pledging, and it will be available at a much higher cost for the general public who are not members on Patreon. We are still very much focused on lucid dreaming, astral projection, telekinesis, and remote viewing. This is just a whole other part of conscious exploration and consciousness that I've just become aware of that people really want and need, and they need it broken down, and they need and want all of these other little tools to help with that process. So I've been very Sagittarius, very James Cameron big picture, and now I'm bringing it to the Virgoan step by step. And I'm really excited to share this with you guys. These are going to be masterclass energies and masterclass instruction, education, and techniques, and all of my secrets and all of these additional tools to help you stay consistent. And as far as joining the 𝚃𝚎𝚗 community on Patreon, not only is that the safe space for you guys, but it's also my safe space. So only join if you really get it. Like the vibe. You'll know if you get it, and you know that you'll belong there, and you'll know that it's going to help you stay consistent with your energy practices, your spiritual practices, your evolutionary growth. And you will already know if you don't get it. If you don't get the vibe, then just hold back, sit back, watch, and wait. You'll figure it out if you really get it or not. So to everyone watching here on YouTube, stay tuned because there's so much more coming, and I'm so excited to be back on YouTube with videos and everything. So it's going to be really fun. We have a wonderful season coming up ahead for the spring, and so there's just so much great astrology to look forward to, and I'm really looking forward to my service as psychic consigliere here on YouTube, but even more excited to honestly be doing all the crazy cool stuff that we're doing over there. So the deeper reason I'm calling this week Living Divinity is up on the Patreon. So what you guys here on YouTube are getting is a broad overview of this week ahead. However, there's already a weekly overview on Patreon that breaks it down day by day with all of the highlights and all of the lunar action that is happening through the hours of this entire week. So it's an overview, and it's day by day, breaking it down. And it's also everything included in terms of our energy mastery, our energy work, our spiritual evolution. It's all inclusive. And the way I talk about the astrology is very different. And this is what I mean, where because the spiritual splitting has already taken place, and if you guys remember, from September of 2024, we've already been talking about how from September to June is this huge canal, this huge glob of energy. And I feel like March and April is like a mini glob with with a bunch of other little mini globs in like the big glob. So if you'll remember from last September when we talked about it last, the spiritual splitting has split, and people are living in Camelot or they're living in scary nightmare land. And so I really had to crack the nut of how I service on Patreon to my 𝚃𝚑𝚗𝚗𝚕𝚎 community, and how to be here on YouTube with so much happening and so much going on. So if you are feeling called, and if you feel a sincere pull in your heart of hearts to the path of energy mastery, to Christ consciousness, to quantum mastery, and learning the quantum field, and a proficiency in energy mastery, telekinesis, remote viewing, astral projection, lucid dreaming, manifestation, timeline shifting, and engaging your life in that way. That's what I mean. Like, if you get it, then you know that you belong with us, because we're like in a whole other vibe over on the Patreon. And so that's what I mean. Like, living divinity means something totally different in that weekly, when I break it down and I talk about the astrology, I talk about the energetics, versus how I'm going to talk about it here. Okay. So here on YouTube, living divinity, we're at the end of Pisces, the beginning of Aries, the spiritual splitting, you guys, with the Mars retrograde, and then the Venus retrograde being this big response to that Mars retrograde. I don't know where you are. I don't know where you've landed. I don't know, like talking to YouTube now feels so, ooh, I'm going to be testing the waters. I'm going to see how this goes. And let's just see how it goes. But this week in particular, you're so far already in the momentum of your life that you either made it through your Mars retro, you made it through the spiritual splitting much more intact spiritually, or still spinning your wheels and sort of lost. And this is a very good week to accept the reality checks of where you've landed and really look at what brought you here with eyes wide open. So on Monday, the 24th of March, I'm just going to talk about, I just highlighted one thing of each day to talk to you guys about. Monday is all about the 𝚃𝚑𝚗𝚗𝚕𝚎, the sun meeting with Mercury retrograde at 4 degrees of Aries 𝚃𝚑𝚗𝚗𝚕. This is ending the cycle from December the 5th of 2024, and it's beginning a whole new, refreshing, mental, communicative cycle for us. So there could be something from the past coming back up to light, something being revealed. There could be answers, solutions, clarity. I want you to ask yourself how confident you feel in this vibration of where you land by Monday, because this video is going to come out Monday. How confident do you feel? That is going to tell you so much about how you've fared through fall of 2024 to now. And it's going to help determine how you're able to build out your future over the next couple of months. So the 𝚃𝚑𝚗𝚕𝚎 is always a very powerful moment. I'm always obsessed with something on a Mercury 𝚃𝚑𝚗𝚕. I go down some kind of information data mining like rabbit hole, where I'm just like consuming information, or I'm getting a lot of inspiration, or I'm writing, or like I just don't sleep. Like even right now, I've just had like 2 cups of coffee and I just want to like make videos and work on my masterclass series and stuff. So it's like, what is like gripping your consciousness on Monday, and how confident do you feel? Because on the Camelot side of the spiritual split, we're feeling confident and we're feeling great. the other side of the spiritual split, probably they're going to be feeling threatened. Okay. Tuesday, the 25th of March, the highlight for you guys here on YouTube is going to be Mercury retrograde at 3 degrees of Aries, sextiling Pluto at 3 degrees of Aquarius. For some of you, there may be something that you're returning to deal with that maybe came up around March the 5th. That doesn't have to be for some of you, maybe, but you may need to problem solve. You may need to be solution oriented. For others of you, this is going to be building on whatever you are obsessed with and excited about from Monday. It just carries over into Tuesday, and you're confidently and powerfully working it out. Whatever, you're structuring something, or whatever it's like we're really, and this is what I've been seeing too. I've been seeing people super excited, inspired, creative, confident. And then I've been seeing people the exact 180 opposite, back and forth, emotional, ups and downs, highs and lows, insecure, feeling threatened. It's been very, very, the contrast has been very clear. Okay, Wednesday, the 26th of March. Oh, that's all about the Mars square Chiron in Aries. So Mars in Cancer, the whole directional shift of taking this engine and going all the way back, and then turning directions and going all the way forward in a whole different direction. Our Mars retrograde over the holiday season. Coming into 2025, squares at Chiron and Aries. Something's going to be forced to the surface come Wednesday. And if you made it through the Camelot side, you are getting your prize. I explain this so much. The weekly on Patreon is like an hour long. It is so good. Ooh, it's so good. It is just, I mean, I'm really like preaching on the hill of the mountaintop. It is so affirming. It really is amazing. I'm so proud of that video. It's your prize, or it's your problem, and you've got to face it on Wednesday. Mars square Chiron. Okay. I want you to feel confident. I want you to feel good about yourself. I want you to feel so you should be feeling like, I did it. I overcame this thing. I won. I conquered. I'm clear. I'm moving forward. There's nothing stopping me. The wind is beneath my wings. I got the wind in my sails. Like that's how it should feel Wednesday. And if it's not, that's okay. But you got to face that problem, whatever it is. Thursday, the 27th of March is all about Venus retrograding back into Pisces. Something is or is not going forward. Maybe since February the 4th. It doesn't have to be. It may be for some of you. It may be anything over the last few months, but now it's settling into how you're kind of feeling about it. And like Thursday is either going to be relief and inspiration and excitement and dreams, and something is glorious, glamorous, beautiful, inspiring, creative, spiritual, romantic, or it's a reanalysis of what you thought you liked, what you thought you wanted, what you thought was beautiful, what you thought was spiritual. This is going to be interesting. Spiritual bypassing, or all of the fakes and the fraudulence. Is fraudulency a word? The inauthentic, what was just smoke and mirrors, is really going to be cleared out. And we're really going to see what was, some people have already seen what's actually there. And this Neptune, this Pisces stuff is that gotcha energy. And some people just get it later. You just have to let people make their bad decisions. And so some people are going to be getting it where they don't love me, they love me. I don't really have a taste for this. I have a taste for that. And so Thursday, it's either like you're satiated, like this is exactly what I wanted this entire time. This is what's real. This is the thing. Or it's going to be, oh, I have to go back to the drawing board. This isn't how I thought it was. This person isn't who I thought they were. This desire was actually somebody else's desire that I internalized as being my desire, but it's not really what I want. Oh my God, what did I do? Let's, Friday. What do I have here? Okay, Moon conjoins Mercury retrograde at 0 degrees of Aries. That's a reignition. That's a reignition. Now, Thursday, Friday, when the moon's going through Pisces, the dark moon, I always say, don't freak out about your life on a dark moon. Some people are. I have to get a good word for the other side. So the Camelot side of the spiritual splitting, people are going to be, all of us are going to be internalizing and processing and releasing this lunar month since February the 27th, Thursday and Friday. And where we end up from February 27th to Thursday and Friday, we're either so happy, we're so pleased and inspired and creative and romantic and dreamy, or we're waking up to an oh shit moment, a nightmare moment. And people are replaying this past month since February 27th of how did I get here? What went wrong? How did this happen? I've been guiding my people. I've been shepherding my flock this whole time. So my people are good. We are set. We are excited. And YouTube, I haven't been able to talk about it. There's things I just haven't been able to talk about. So you'll have to forgive me. Okay. So back to Friday. Oh, that's right. Okay. So Thursday, Friday, and then so we're processing it. And by the time the moon gets into Aries, we're in like solar eclipse, partial solar eclipse energy. And that moon reaching Mercury that moon reaching, I say Mercury, Mercury retrograde at 0 degrees of Aries, that's finishing the job. Okay, that's like psychologically or through action. And my loves, we live in a physical world. You have to take action. You have to do it. That's how you ground the energy. That's how you make things real. That's how you tell the universe that you're serious about something. It grounds the energy of the inspiration or the idea, and it completes the circuit of energy. We're in a physical reality for a reason. That's why I say don't be on Patreon if you don't really get it. If you'll know if you get it. And then you'll know that whatever happens in your life, whatever you're going through, when you start leveling up and all of a sudden your friends and family feel alienated from you, that you have us, this community that has your back consistently to keep reaffirming you and keep reflecting back to you your highest, most majestic self. You'll know if you get it that when you go through a shitty relationship, you're doing great, get into a shitty relationship, and then you get out of it, but your self-esteem is really, really knocked, that you have us, this community, and a constant drip of energetic updates and reaffirmations of who you really are and who you really came here to be. Like, you get it, or you know what I'm saying? Like, get it or you don't get it. It's fine. Friday, something comes back up again. Finishing the job psychologically, in your mentality, or through taking action, grounding it down, because if you don't do it, you don't get it. If you don't do it, if you don't physically do something, you don't get it. I teach from experiential knowledge because I do it. I do the things. Everything I teach, I do. I'm very James Cameron, big picture, and I've just figured out how to break it down for people from the very get-go. Master class. Very, very, I'm really excited about it. This is the thing I'm most excited for, because everything the last 2 years for me personally, since March 2023, has been leading to these masterclass series. Because it's everything I tried to do and came up against troubles or obstacles, or I didn't have the tools. I have the tools now. I have the resources now. I have everything. It's all there. I just got to put it together. So what is coming up for you Friday? You're trying to finish. You're trying to finish the job. It could just be mentally, psychologically, or you might feel like I got to do something. I got to take action. Saturday, the 29th of March is when we have the solar eclipse. It happens at 3:58 a.m. Pacific time, but it's at 9 degrees of Aries. So you might be feeling it Friday, Saturday. It's a good time for the downloads, for thinking, and for getting the inspiration. You can wait a little bit to take action. You can wait a couple days, because we want to take action, not on the dark moon, and I tested that. I tested taking action on a dark moon for like 6, 7, 8 months of lunar cycles. I know. You want to wait a couple days. You want to wait a couple days. You want to wait a couple days. But you're going to get the downloads. Some of you, whatever is happening or the actions you're taking, they've been building up earlier in the week. So you'll have to use your discernment, your judgment. But that solar eclipse, it's finishing the education since March 2023. The example I just gave talking about Friday. It's finalizing it. Whatever you were trying to do on a conscious or an unconscious level since March 2023, now the job gets finished. Learning about relationships, being brave in relationships, being brave in taking command of your health, initiating new projects with your family, taking your family in a new direction, becoming the head of your own household, taking your career to new heights, wherever it's happening in your life. Everyone has a 2025 overview, every sign. This is the first year I've been able to do it since being on YouTube. It's the first year, and I'm so proud of myself, because this is just such a crazy year. Like, I don't know, I picked the hardest year to do year ahead horoscopes. They are all done. They're all on Patreon. They're all over an hour and a half long. But I did it. So the biggest, broadest overview you have of all the cycles, of all the changes, everything, it's all there. Anyway, so Saturday, the solar eclipse, it's finishing your education. And it's also solidifying the changes spearheaded by the paradigmatic shifts earlier, March the 1st, around March the 1st, around March the 15th. It's very exciting. We are very excited. Sunday, the 30th of March, that's all about Neptune entering Aries. I am on a sick one in this weekly overview over on Patreon. I am so excited. all YouTube, I'm calling this like the Quentin Tarantino like era. It's like, and I know how people feel about violence and guns. I get it. I'm talking from a creative perspective. It's going to be like the glory of gunpowder, the romanticization of action, sexy assassins, and Joan of Arc confidence going rushing into the thick of it. It's this like spiritual passion to act. It's going to be glorious. We are this week, this time period, it's a paradigmatic shift taking place. It's a new era. It's a brave new world. The spiritual splitting has split. I'm kidding, has split. So there's going to be very charismatic new archetypes and leaders emerging. And then there are going to be those that are still clinging to the past. And they're going to be like rotten fruit. Calling them the living dead is kind of mean. I acknowledge that. It would be just as accurate to call them sleepers, I guess. More unconscious. You know, because when people are in denial, they're in denial about being in denial. And the only way to escape that tension is to project it outwards. Onto who? Onto people that are making them face it. Oh, you're insecure about your sexuality? There's a beautiful woman in a red dress walking right by you in the grocery store. Oh, you're insecure about your masculinity? Oh, your mom's dating some muscle guy. Oh God. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so this is like the contrast of the different realities that people are living in are going to get more and more contrasted, but yet we're all still living together. You can see into my reality and how I'm alive in my reality, and you can see everybody else's, but we're all like in our own. Anyway, so Sunday is a very strong day for epiphanic channeling, epiphanies. Schedule some alone time on Sunday, because you're either going to be so inspired and you're going to know something in your gut, like this Quentin Tarantino energy where, okay, so back when I was on Facebook, my banner picture was the part of the script from Kill Bill Volume 2, where it describes Beatrix Kiddo when she's on the bathroom floor on the tile and she's hugging the bear or that stuffed animal, and she's just bawling her eyes out because she made it. She made it with her kid. She got her kid. She got her daughter. It's like that. That's Neptune and Aries. It is this spiritual progression of action and movement and bravery and courage, pushing forward for this new era, this new life. And Sunday, you're going to know something in your gut. Like Beatrix Kiddo knows she's got to go kill Bill and get her daughter back. For those of us living in the Camelot split, for others, some people are going to be frustrated on Sunday. If those people that have been resisting, if you've been resisting the changes over the holiday season, January 2025, February 2025, by the time you get to March 30th, if you have not been facing things and trying to be deceptive to get your way, and you've been attacking others, if you've been feeling threatened, if you couldn't just stay in your lane, if you couldn't mind your own business, if you've been distracted, those people are probably going to be taking fear-based action, self-sabotage, fearful of the new. Like in The Mummy, when Benny's like, "Hey, O'Connell, it looks like I've got all the horses." And then Rick's like, "Hey, Benny, it looks like you're on the wrong side of the river." It's a great way to end this weekly. Okay, it's quite a bit. I love you guys here on YouTube. I love you so very much. I hope that you've been very well. I hope that you've been utilizing everything. Please make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure that you are following me on TikTok for all of the updates regarding the upcoming masterclass series. You won't want to miss it. I am including every available tool and resource and education, instructional, and technique to help you manifest your heart's truest desires and timeline shift to your most majestic reality. I'm going to see you again very soon. And have a really beautiful, lovely week. And I will see you guys in the next one. I love you so very much. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.